Okay, dinner was had, and this was part two of testing out Windows games on my M5 Max right before it gets sent back for a refund. So I'm gonna do this quickly because only got a couple of days left. But we've got some Windows games I want to test out. Basically, we're gonna go. I've got Halo out. I haven't played Halo for ages. Oh my god, it's been a really long time. Let's try and get this up and running. Okay. Um, Fidelity effects, enhanced. Let's do enhanced, set for all games. Okay. Save. So of course, at Halo MCC, you have to play it. You're gonna have to play it with the anti-cheat turned off, so you can't really play multiplayer as such, but you can play co-op and you can play everything else. I'm not sure whether to play Halo Reach or maybe I haven't really finished all of these yet. Maybe Halo Reach is the most modern one, isn't it? Or is it Halo 4? I haven't tried Halo 4 for like ages. Like it was never really my game, Halo 4, so I'm not really sure. Anyway, we're gonna get cracking with this and give this a go. Some people are asking how I got Doom 2016 up and running. Or you just have to download CX Patcher and then use the experimental patch for CX Patcher, and then that'll work. It's cool beans. Yeah, so we're gonna play some Halo Reach, and I literally have never played this game before, like ever. So it's set to resume, but actually maybe I have a bit. There's like a bit with these like.
Infinity shields are still down.
I think it's
Delaying for us to move up and provide air support.
Captain, what's force recon's?
I think it's like these robots that move up around. You have to stand up on one, maybe. That's all I've remembered from Halo 4. That's literally my entire understanding of what's happening. So anyway, let me know in the chat. Is anyone actually here? No one's actually made any comments yet. I did stream about four and a bit hours earlier, and then I kind of stopped, and now I'm back. Okay, let's skip this cutscene and just get on with it. So this is Reach, I think. Which game is this, bro? This is Halo 4. See, keyboard. Look, invert, flight, invert. Yes, it's me. Save. Hello, Demir Turt. Thanks for joining the stream. It's Halo 4. So settings, we're running this at. This is basically enhanced settings at 14. There might be a drop of your stream. Oh, okay, it didn't seem to freeze on my. I don't see anything on OBS saying it's frozen.
Someone's overcompensating.
Okay. No, it's okay. Good. Good to know. Doom 2016. Yeah. Doom 2016 only works with M5. Some kind of hardware. Hardware. Change in the M5 series basically makes it so that it's only playable on the M5 chip.
Chief. Unfortunately for us,
What do people think of Halo 4? Because I never really played it properly.
Chief, Palmer again. The Mammoth's got jetpacks on board. If I were down there, I'd want one.
Yeah, so we're on this like machine, right? So I've got to go and do something on here. Yeah, so this is the Windows version of Halo 4.
Gypsy Company, this is Captain Del Rio. The board is green. Let's shut down that gravity well.
I literally don't remember. I think the last time I tested it was when Halo MCC started working like many years ago now. Okay, so we're running. So I tested out a bunch of games already, so I didn't mean to read out what I did in the earlier stream. We did Doom 2016, Wolfenstein 2 New Colossus, Wolfenstein Youngblood, Black Myth Wukong, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the game Ready or Not, Marvel Rivals, Ghost of Tsushima, Sekiro, and Counter-Strike 2. So that's 10 games. I wanted to try and round this out for like something like an even number. Aiming for 12, maybe even 15. So we'll try and knock a few out today. Okay, that looks a bit ominous. Is that Maddie? What do people think about Halo 4? I'm not sure it was that popular a game back in the day. I feel like Halo 3 was the big one, right? How loud are the fans? Not very loud. It doesn't use up much temperature. So temperature wise, we're looking at 80, 2500 RPM on both fans. So not really much. Is it possible to run Crimson Vespa? Metal denoiser. Shit on native version. From what I've heard from people, I don't think it's possible to run Crimson Desert on the crossover yet. Interesting experiment though, but I don't really think it's there. So this is the kind of enhanced graphics at the time.
Sit tight, Marie. We'll get you out of here.
Thanks, Master Chief. We owe you one.
Target the phantoms. That. What? I'll take that Death Stranding on their max yet. No, but I'm pretty sure they'll run 4K highest graphics settings on Death Stranding 1 at least. So I think it'll be fine. Watch on around me, eh? Like, we're not guns. I think I can like jump up onto this in the Halo 4, right? And I can like intercept. One grenade. Yeah. Okay. Old button for melee attack was like F. Now it's Q. Okay, so that's Halo 4. Okay, so Halo Master Chief Collection mostly runs pretty well. We're using game porting toolkits. I'm happy with that. Okay, let's try it. So I'm gonna try some more Sony games. So let's do Forbidden West. Someone was telling me Forbidden West has the best graphics ever on a Mac, not Crimson Desert. This Serenity is MF just like Fatal Frame 2 remake. Not sure exactly why, but it's not supported by. Yeah, I don't know why it's not supported. Okay, let's get Horizon Forbidden West up and running. Off, on, off. And then can we get this running at high graphics preset? Just got my M5 Pro Talk Split yesterday, ran X Pit at 100 FPS. Yeah, Hades 2 will run at 120 Hz. I tried Sekiro out in my last stream, so you can have a look at that. It definitely works well on it definitely works really well on crossover right now. So on M5 Max we're doing 4K max settings, locked to 60, no problem at all. It will run on much lower end hardware. If you've got an M1 Mac, it'll basically run fine. Oh, they're really trying to make this series like a franchise, right? So they've got something called Horizon Hunters Gathering. Is that like a Power World type game, maybe? Survival crafting game? I wonder what else is good. Horizon Forbidden West. Let me see if is this just crashed? Looks like it's crashed. Let me just try running it out, running it again. Look. Yeah, I wonder if Nixie's mods like ports are going to be a thing of the past. Now that Sony's moving away from and now that Sony's moving away from the Windows gaming market, I wonder if there's other games. Sounds like Yota was ready to go for it, but pulled. Yeah, that's quite possibly, yes. Wonder what's causing this not to work properly. Is it the low some setting that I use? Maybe I'll just load up defaults. I'm sad about it. I might grab the USB PS5. That might be the only way to play the game. But I haven't finished Ghost of Tsushima yet. So it's still early days for me. Let's put this into defaults. Reset. I'm not sure I'm on this at 1440p. So see if we can let's get into the game first, rather than trying to get any of the optimal settings. Poppy playtime. What is Poppy playtime? People ask me to do that one a lot. Hello, good morning. This is a weird one because this used to work just fine. First launch can be slow, then shared compilation. Okay. Do you think it's worth me waiting? How long are we talking? How do I get the FPS overlay? It's the metal HUD. Okay, I'll set my timer for like 4 minutes. Timer 4 minutes. Okay, but it's gonna be we'll be staring at a black screen for a while, but it's stranger things have happened. 4 minutes is not the longest I've ever waited for a game to load, especially one running through translation layers. And normally the Sony Nixie's ports run pretty well through the Mac. I mean, it's loading shaders, though it shows things normally in the corner. Normally it doesn't freeze like this. Normally there's like some activity happening. In the past we used to have oh, it is working. First load is a long one. Oh, should I get a Neo as a STEM student? I don't care about gaming. Yeah, sure. It's a great laptop. It depends what you're doing with it, though. A lot of people are looking for local AI stuff, and I think Neo is probably not great because it's only got 8 gigabytes of memory. But all the other stuff should work pretty well. Watch Consumer handled the Death Stranding 2 port. Nexus has had all the approaches from resolution. Can optimize exactly for PS5. They can't optimize for every config. I mean, they can optimize in general. Some of the older games like Spider-Man 2 work excellently on the Mac and on PC and everything. Yeah, look at how well the first game was optimized. Yes, I'm anticipating that Death Stranding 2 will work well on Mac once crossover gets their hooks into them. Do you have the Nano Texture Edition? What is the Nano Texture Edition? What does that mean? My what have I been playing lately? Yes, a lot of Slay the Spire 2. I'm tempted to go on and play a little bit on my gaming HD PC. I'm thinking about playing some more Ghost of Tsushima to try and finish it off. Wonder worth doing because I haven't done it for yonks. Okay, we're in the game. Let's see what works. I didn't change in the graphics settings properly, so let's see. 1440p. Okay, so what we really want to do is get some. I want to get some good graphics going. Probably want DLSS turned on. Let's just check here we are. It's 40 FPS. We don't have any scaling on, okay. I'm assuming this is the correct version. Horizon Forbidden West Complete Edition. That's the correct one, right? Not the Forbidden Dawn remastered. I have Pocopia. I've been playing that a bit with my daughter. Okay, so now we can tweak the graphic settings correctly now that I'm sure that it's going to work. So let's turn DLSS on. Let's turn the scaling off. And then we'll put this at high. And then DLSS quality mode. Okay, so we're not going too high res, probably like 960p up to 1440p. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, Parkopia I'm enjoying. We haven't played more than like 2 hours. So it's been a fun game. It's no Horizon Forbidden West. But it's nice. So this is non-reflective screen option, matte screen instead of glossy, right? This is the standard. This screen here is like the standard screen. That's a bit. It's glossy in comparison to other ones. I haven't really seen the nano texture, the matte screen yet in person. Not intentionally anyway. It's probably in the Apple Store, isn't it? The long search has led Aloy to a mysterious ancient facility. Together with a friend, Val, she must comb through the ruins brought back with Gaia. Okay. I've never finished the first game, so I don't really know. I should really play the first one, shouldn't I? The Sony games all have sales on right now. Some of the Sony games are like the best I've ever seen, like in terms of graphics. Okay, good. So I think this is the high graphics preset, and we are upscaled to 960p, so quality. I think probably we need to go balanced. So graphics, display. I think maybe we go quality mode, balanced. Okay, fine. There's 832, still not that high resolution. Okay, that's better. Scan the area. How do you scan in this game? How can the game report the DLSS being used? It's just because Metal Effects can hook into any game that runs DLSS, basically. Do I attach grapple points?
Wow, that works.
That pullcaster's useful. Too bad there's only one.
Don't worry, I'll find you another way up.
I think what I'll do is pump this down to medium, back to quality mode. So I'll put this back to this medium, and I'll display this quality instead. Will that get us? Search what for the backup? Doesn't work. I wish I would stream in 4K. I can't stream in 4K. YouTube doesn't have a 4K stream, as far as I'm aware. So I think I'm supposed to go up here. I do feel there's more blue and matte if I'm out running an OLED showcase video, but if I go after dark mode. Yeah. Why do I think Apple doesn't buy crossover? Because Apple not genuinely interested in translation layers, I'm afraid. Even though they've developed Game Porting Toolkit, I'm sure there's a big team behind it. They don't really care.
Okay, I gotta drop the ladder for Varl.
How does Requiem on this? Make sure to check out my video about the M5 Max chip. I've got a bunch of games running on it.
Humans, Homo sapiens, us. We have always pushed the boundary as explorers, pioneers, trailblazers. And now Far Zenith is taking the next leap into the future. That's why we're proud to have resurrected the Odyssey.
I won't say they don't care. It's more to do with the state of Linux games. Proto came out, less native ports were made. I mean, that's fair enough. I mean, for me, I don't care about whether games that is native or not native necessarily, as long as it works on the hardware. Didn't I test out Requiem in my M5 Max video? I'm sure I did. Let me see, which games did I cover? Oh yeah, you're right, I didn't test Requiem. But I did test that on the M5 Pro. Apple don't need to buy crossover, they've already working on Game Porting Toolkit. They could hire some talent from there, that Valve could use them for their work on ARM. Apple don't really do that much with these open source technologies. They don't want to support things like Vulkan.
Between the stars?
Well, yes, sort of. That ship, the Odyssey,
The word native is overvalued, right? Native is we all know that guy meant local, right? Local, he could play it locally without streaming. That's what he meant, right? Native is overrated. Native, there's a class of ARM Mac user out there who never wants Rosetta 2 installed on their Mac, even though it's just a static clump of files, only a few kilobytes in size. When you install Rosetta 2, when you run Steam for the first time, even though Steam's an ARM application on Mac now, right? You still need to, for some reason, you still need it. And some people are like allergic to it, even though it functionally, performance-wise, doesn't make almost zero difference whether you have Rosetta on or off your Mac. Let's skip this. This game still looks amazing at medium 1440p with upscaling.
We'll find a way. Let's get going.
The wilds have really grown over this place.
How do I do this? Do I have to do something with this? I can't remember how to. Is there like a control? When you're aiming, press E. Or at least. Oh, okay, that's it. Thank you. Hold mouse click. Yeah, that's all I did.
Above us. What is that?
Is this the best graphics that you can play locally on a Mac? Not natively, but locally? I don't know, man.
Don't want those things to come in some friends from underground. You take the left one. I'll deal with the one on the right.
Okay. Kill bros long Frank.
Take it out with my spear. Okay, let's see me. I should scan it first. Check its control path.
How do I kill it with Silent Strike? Stealth kill. Have control for dodgeball. Yeah. Oh, dead. Okay, so that's a quick look at Horizon Forbidden West. Let's look at some other Nixies ports. They run great on the crossover these days. See word. Okay. Your GPU Apple is compatible with the game, but for the best experience, we strongly recommend you play it a different way. I think Ratchet Clank's less demanding, right? Forbidden West is a big beefy game. Okay. I haven't played this for a while. As partial portal sections are more bandwidth, check out, should be fine otherwise. I haven't tried HDR much. Because I don't really understand how HDR recording works. Yeah, what's happening here?
Sand sharks from above. Was that a kraken? Nefarious' ship! We've got to find a way up there! The taxis leaving from that stand are driving right by. Then we better not miss our ride. Hey, when did you rebuild the Dimensionator? I have hobbies, and I know that
So I need to get
finding
up
the long
there.
boxes has always been important to you. I thought perhaps we could. Now, that's really thoughtful. But
Look at up there.
why don't we get it back from Nefarious first?
We'll jump on this crate afterwards. Whoops. Just. I think it's such a lovely showcase of like graphics for this game, for the Mac hardware.
Rides here. Next stop, Nefarious.
There's like this massive set piece at the beginning.
These rifts are getting out of hand.
Does it have ray tracing enabled? I haven't even looked. Is there ray tracing here in this game? Okay, ray tracing on high.
Hey, over his head.
Okay, this is ray tracing.
Whoa. Hey.
Never go planet hopping without ample supplies. Mrs. Zircon will be here.
Did Dr. Nefarious really resurface after all these years just to try and take over the universe again? Yeah, I kind of wish he was doing a worse job.
I like this portaling mechanic. It's very cool. I've been interested in some content about how crossover can run better with settings than native counterparts. Hitman 3, yeah. Well, the Hitman 3, they can't even run, like... Hitman 3, World of Assassination, runs better on low-end Macs if you use the Mac port, but if you have high-end graphics, then you probably should use something a little bit more advanced.
We cannot let Nefarious
Like, use the
focus
crossover
his
version.
imagination. We must lower his defenses.
Ouch. So Roaches in below 60 was great at 1440p, yeah.
Oh dear, he is targeting us.
About change weapon.
Nefarious.
Yes, run from me.
His defenses are weakening. Amoeboids. Where did Nefarious find these?
That's my ultimate plan. Come to fruition. It is perfect, flawless, and nothing will stop me.
How many times have we heard that?
Probably around 8. No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Ray tracing on.
The last time. Watch your step.
Yeah, how do I switch weapon again? Good. MacBook's plugged in, but with the Apple Silicon Macs, it doesn't matter whether you're plugged in or not. It just works fine.
Yeah?
A lot of these scene changes I've realized is that if you disable DLSS, right, and just turn on FSR or something, then you won't have these like minuscule delays between these cutscenes. So what I'll do is I'll turn off I'll use FSR3 instead, and then we'll turn off ray tracing because I don't think it adds anything, to be honest with you. So we're still on high, and we turn ray tracing off. We've got FSR3 to set to quality mode, and so there's less of that stutter in between.
Considerably.
What happened? Oh yeah, it was loading.
How bad is it?
But I think it's because I'm running it from my NAS.
Well, it is certainly not good.
What the hell is crazy?
Where are we? Beats me.
I think it's because it's loading from my NAS. That's why, because I'm running this game from my NAS. It's not necessarily indicative of like what's going on here. Thank you very much, Deep, for signing up for a member. Really appreciate it. If you have any Windows game requests, I could probably fulfill it now, but I'm not planning to stream that much longer. I'm only doing Windows games on this M5 Max. Yeah, it might be the drive, yeah. Because as 2.5 gigabit Ethernet, it's pretty fast, but it's still running off hard drives.
What's with all the neon?
This is the part where you lose.
Of course, if we can test VR chat someday, that would be also awesome, because let's just switch to Mac. Does VR chat work? Is VR chat working on Mac? I'm not aware of a way of getting VR chat to work on a Mac.
Oh dear, my arm. And no, the Dimensionator.
I don't know a way of getting VR chat to work.
Done.
What have you done?
Who are you?
Someone with a lot of questions.
Hello, Mac Pro Tips. I'm truly impressed with your commitment. I can barely edit or stream for 30 minutes before getting antsy. Yeah. Well, I took a break. I had dinner. And I'm back. Glad you're getting even more subs. Yeah, I'm glad to. Thank you. I noticed that I was checking my members list and I noticed that you've been a member for 24 months now, I think. So I'm really glad that you can do that. You've committed for that long.
Where are you, Clank? Maybe someone around here is...
Okay. The Nixie's ports are so good. Like, they look great and they run so well through crossover. It's almost like, yeah, 24 months. Oh, and Nat Brown also joined as a member too. So you're amongst distinguished company. So VR chat works on Windows and Steam Deck. Wonder if parallels will run. They don't have any experience of getting VR chat to run. No, I cancel. Yes, you can. Did you try Cyberpunk with path tracing in full? No, I haven't tried it.
Does that mean there are two Nefariouses now? Clank first. Nefarious. Maybe he's in this bazaar.
This game feels so fluid. It feels like, you know, your prototypical console experience. Flashy and slick, well animated, high budget. Right. It's kind of light gameplay. It's good. It's very good. Okay. What else is on my list? I just had a search for VR chat on Mac, and I don't think anyone has figured out a way. VR chat added easy anti-cheat. So this used to work on Parallel 17. That's 4 years ago. Steam sales going on. COD Modern Warfare is on sale. Okay, but no chance of running that on a Mac, I'm afraid. Yeah, I was going to run Ascension Kingdom Come. Big, massive RPG. No, I don't own it. What? I'm just looking at my computer. I don't see an option here. I think I'll just buy some Kingdom Come and then I'll refund it again. I played it for 15 minutes in the past. All these games are on sale. It's nuts. It becomes spring sales on. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't think there's a solution because easy anti-cheat, the killer, you know, the death knell. We're just trying to run through parallels. No, I'm afraid not. What else can we run? I was gonna do this game, but Yeah, anti-cheat. So you want me to run Cyberpunk with Metal Effects Denoiser with Metal Effects Frame Interpolator. So I think there is a setting within Crossover, within, yeah, it's SMB. That's how I'm running this NAS. For some reason, like downloading through Crossover is especially slow these days. Why is that? I think I'm going to use my main PC to do this. Wait a sec. We'll be the first test publicly. Okay. I'll be trying Chronos New Dawn. I've tested it before. Now the real question is mayo or ketchup on fries. Ketchup mostly, but I do dream about Dutch fries with like mayo and ketchup mixed together. I'm not sure if that's a crime or not. Funny it works on Steam Deck, so I guess VR chat decides to support EAC on Crossover, it will just work. Yeah. I haven't tried that DirectX 9 VK on Rosetta X87. I saw that post on the Mac Gaming subreddit and looked very interesting. Once they do a Crossover implementation, I'll definitely test it out. Okay. So what am I testing again? I'm testing denoising. But how do I know that whether something's denoising or not? How do I turn on the Metal Effects denoiser? Yeah, VRChat has an iOS app, but you can't install it on Mac. Just turn on road reconstruction. Okay, I'll try that then. D9VK has an easy way to add though. You just copy the files over to the bottles themselves. Okay, let me have a look. Because New Vegas is the perfect thing to test it on. Let me just find it. That post. I tested Elden Ring on M5 Max already, so you can have a look at that. So Avengers 2 works through D9VK through adding it to the bottle. Where do I download the files? Because here it says that we have to... Where do you put it? You have to copy it into the game folder and then launch the game? Don't quite understand.
Good morning, Night City.
Oh, you can add D9VK. Okay. Is it still good without Rosetta X87?
Thanks to unabated gang wars. One officer down, so I get...
Important that some type of RT is on to test the denoiser. Okay, so let's say I put this on path tracing and low, and then we have, say, frame gen on. Right, and then you want me to have, you want me to put, what do I do? Path tracing. What's the quest? So I've got frame interpolator on, and I need some form of ray tracing, right? Done Crimson Desert to death already, so you can check that out. So someone asked me to test out the denoiser. Did I turn on ray reconstruction? Probably not. Let's just run that for a minute. Why is it taking so long? You finished the main game 7 years ago. Not really possible, because the game only came out in 2021. Okay, I did not. So I need to turn on ray reconstruction. So I'll do that in a minute. The annoying thing is I can't quit out the Cyberpunk benchmark, but luckily it's very short. And then turn on path tracing. Okay. How do we know it's metal forward denoising that was happening if we turn it on? Ray reconstruction. So, okay, so what am I looking for here? Path tracing. Ray reconstruction's on. Path tracing is on. Ray reconstruction's on. Okay, so it's saying here denoising. I'm gonna be honest, I can't really see a difference. So explain to me, what's the big deal about this denoiser? And how come no one's tested this yet? Is it only available on macOS Tahoe? Okay, cleans up the ray tracing artifacts. Got it. You know what? I'm okay for now. I think I'll try D9VK. I'll try it with Rosetta 87 sometime later. That's okay. Okay, let's see. What's a good game to try next? Poppy Playtime. Oh my god, people ask me to do this so many times. What on earth is Poppy Playtime? The chip you're waiting for at Mac Studio. Hopefully, Apple doesn't stop users upgrading storage. Yeah. Apple will never take away the opportunity to pay more money for extra stuff. Although they did take away the 512 gigabyte M3 Ultra, didn't they? Bloody hell, that's a lot of money. What is Poppy Playtime? GTA 4 does well on the DXVK, but has quite a lot of glitches. So does it work under D9VK? But is it okay? Is it okay without this Rosetta X87? Because I thought that was the key. Graphics best. This works for quite a while before was the Data set. This game is going to bring the M5 Max to its knees.
You are about to see the most incredible doll ever
It's
invented.
very ominous.
Her name is Poppy, and she is the first truly intelligent doll in the world. A little girl can talk to her. Poppy gives her answers.
I haven't tried Spider-Man 2 yet, but I am going to play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Hard to believe? Just watch.
Although I've got Poppy Playtime to work.
Poppy's as lovable as a real.
Another Windows game you'd like to try is called Beyond Blue. Beyond.
My name is Poppy. I love you. Can you help me polish my shoes?
Why, of course, Poppy. Just like a real girl, Poppy always wants to look her best.
Perfect. Thank you.
Looks a bit like
Her
Subnautica
hair
or
is
something.
sturdy and won't come out when you brush it, and smells just like a poppy flower. Is there anything else you'd like to say, Poppy?
I'm a real girl. Just like you.
What's the time?
Looks relaxing beyond blue. Compared to this game, anyway.
Offering factory tours at just $2.99 a person. An entire hour in the most magical toy factory on Earth.
This chapter had bad optimization. Okay. GTA 4 mileage is in. Without Rosetta X87. So to get the VK D3, sorry, what's it called? D9VK, you just have to place the D9VK DLL in the folder next to the exe file, right? Trisect troop. There's no invert mouse setting, which is annoying. Fortnite does not work with oh, syswell and system32, okay. I might try it later. Maybe not today's stream because I'm kind of tired and need to finish soon. Yeah, I'm going to focus on sea creatures. Yeah, I'll give it a go. So I'm going to set that Envimax doesn't even be the 4060M. But it depends on the game, really. Half-Life 2 doubles FPS on D9VK, supposedly. For productivity, why would you use a Mac for product? Why would you be using graphics chip for productivity? What's this game about? Does anyone know what I'm supposed to do in this first bit? It's a puzzle. The train gives the code to the door. Okay. Lots of people don't know what they're talking about. Pink, yellow, red. Okay. Green. Green, pink, yellow, red. So I have my tape, right? Do I have... Do I use my tape? There's another tape there. Oh, the blue tape for the blue VCR. Please backseat because I have no idea what I'm doing. But here's not. There's a blue scanner on top of the door. In the other room. There's a blue scanner on top of the door in the other room. What's my most successful video on the channel in terms of reach? Usually the ones that cover the MacBook Air. The low end Macs like work really well. I'm not gonna play this for much longer, but FYI. It's this ominous. Did I find my other hand? Oh yeah, the Baby Benjamin video. That's the most successful one. But not for the, in terms of career of Mac gaming. The career... There's a dreaded cursor in the middle of the screen. Okay, Poppy Playtime. I think my son will enjoy playing that game. Might want to play it with me later. Poppy Playtime. Okay, good. Poppy Playtime. What else was I going to try? Oh yeah, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. And then while I'm doing that, I'll just quit Steam. You have any predictions? Game porting toolkit for beta, Mac Studio, Mac Mini releases, iMac. That's about it, really. So where do I download D9VK from? Download from releases, but this is really old. It's from 2019, is that right? Not that one. Oh, from the Sickago app. Is this one I'm supposed to put in? The 32-bit DLL? Okay, so I need to put it in the bottle. In the Syswell 64. Okay, I just copy my bottle. Is it true that Environment is comparable to an RTX 5070M? That sounds right. I mean, so yes, maybe? Okay, so I'm putting this in the WoW Syswell 64. Windows Syswell 64. So replacing the D3D, yeah. This one from May 2013. Okay, good. So then I'll run Steam. Then put the file into the 60-foot System 32. So oh, so I need to put this the X64, this one, into System 32. Replace. Okay. Then you need to override the DLL. So I do that. Is that what I do? And add it to wine config. Yeah, then try it. Okay. Then use DXVK. Well, I'll know if it's working because my Metal HUD setting is turned on. And so if I load up New Vegas, it should just have the Metal HUD on, right? Because normally it uses OpenGL and doesn't work. So just test that this works. So if this launches with the HUD coming up, then that means that D3D, this DXVK DLL, I put it in the right place. Okay, that's new. It's also the wrong resolution. I didn't select a resolution properly. I might probably have done something wrong. Okay, I'm not getting good performance out of this. It's weird. Maybe we should just run it in a window next time. I think it'd probably be best to test it properly with like all the other bits necessary. I think. Like the x87 hack. We'll test this out later. Okay, once I've figured it out. Okay, let's get my bottle up. Couple more games and then we're done for the day, I think. So I wanted to do Kingdom Come Deliverance, and I might try this one called Beyond Blue. Or try Procyon. Oh yeah, I haven't actually tested that yet. Beyond Blue. This might be a fun thing to play on my HD PC with my 65-inch TV. Right. If you're in the chat, right, you might have some things like filtered out by by default, like URLs are probably filtered out. Try sec troop. You can you can just DM me on Discord as well. If you just join the Apple Gaming Wiki Discord, and then find me on there. What do I expect from WWDC? Game porting toolkit 4.0. I'd be very surprised if they didn't have that because they've been updating it, even though. I'm expecting Mac Studio, Mac Mini, and iMac refreshers for the M5 chip. My controller works too. It's cool. I have a controller. Devil Ray. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. Turn off audio. Seems fine to me.
Done. How many scans before the AI is trained on a creature?
It will vary. There are many factors that affect the confidence level of a match.
So you don't know. Got it. Now point me to the buoy so I can try the hydrophones. I want to make sure all the tech is working before we stream.
Yeah, you just got to get crossover working, and then this
Karina,
will
how you
work.
feeling?
Haven't thrown up today.
Well, it's still early.
You gonna be okay with the live stream?
I may let you do most of the talking.
This is a relaxing game, right?
You can triangulate the sound of any animal.
Clever.
Thank you. That's close enough. You can use your dive watch to control the buoy from there.
Refresh me on the controls.
Move the targeting circle around. Each sound will get louder when you are close to logging in on the map.
There's an app that turns on game mode. Why don't you just DM me on Discord? Just find me on Discord on the Apple Gaming Wiki Discord. That's the main one I use. Dolphin.
Mariah, if you're okay, I'm going to start the live stream.
Let's roll. Welcome to the Ocean X live stream. I'm Dr. Mirai Soto, and I'll be your eyes and ears on this expedition. I'm joined today by two colleagues.
Hello, I'm Andre.
Hello, everyone. I'm Irina.
Okay, let's look for this whale. Wow. There's a high density of massive animals at one place.
That looks to be a sperm whale. I think I saw this bull from the sub. I wonder how far he's traveled.
Once we have a reliable ID on him, I'll see if anyone has tracked him before.
Nice.
Impressive how this tech means that they don't have any kind of scuba stuff.
Looks like we've got our first singer.
Fantastic. Hopefully on your next dive you can record his song to compare with other humpbacks in the area.
Fun fact, in addition to being an engineering whiz, Andre is quite the musician. Are you still writing music?
Not for years.
Dry spell?
More
Can I
like
touch
raising
them?
teenagers.
No, I dive a lot, wish our gear was asleep. I think in real life you'd want to be far away from the mouth end of a humpback whale. Like the mouth part is not a place you want to stick your head next to in real life. Hello, let me in. So humpback whales really do that. Bro's getting his money's worth for returning the M5 Max. You betcha. I'd make sure well, yeah, the sea is scary. Like, why go to another planet when we've got a whole unexplored thing right next to us? This whole alien world right there.
Can your AI parse through all those sounds?
Not using this scanner. But I do have a new drone design that should be better at isolating the source of the sounds.
Don't get too jealous, folks, just because I'm swimming with dolphins. My grandmother always warned me that although they're cute, they can also be pranksters. And today, also very noisy. Done. And maybe next time I can weigh in before on the number that we need to scan.
As I mentioned, the confidence model is complete.
Yeah, it's a streaming thing to do with my capture card if it's crackling.
Guilty.
Hey, Mirai.
Okay, cool. So it's cool with me. Deliver. Yeah, your messages are probably being filtered if you have any links or something. Just DM me on Discord because we're gonna end the stream soonish. Okay, so once I test out this game, it's probably gonna be the last of the day because I've done quite a few hours so far. Yeah, you can't put links here. Okay. I'm just reading it now. Okay, just gonna tweak these settings. We're really doing ultra. I think high is probably enough. Facing off. I think it's fine. Let's see how we get on with this. Oh yeah, okay, see the links that you've sent. I'll have to test that again probably sometime. I've not heard of this app. It's called Mac Gaming Fix. It's been updated last week. Interesting. I've never heard of this app called Mac Gaming Fix, but apparently it can enable game mode.
Go away, mutt. You'll get nothing from me.
Okay, so high graphics preset, 960 quality scaling on DLSS. Looks pretty good.
Free! Off you go.
I assume you can hear that damn dog of yours barking. Can you sort him out?
Stop bothering me, mutt. Henry!
Mutt! What's all the fuss about, Mutt? Are you that hungry? All right, I'll see what I can get for you.
Henry, come here.
Aye, aye.
Henry.
You silly doggy. Look what I have for you.
How many food?
Henry.
Got any food?
Listen, would you have some scraps for a mutt?
That's a good one. He already gobbled up a piece of venison while I was having a piss. I've got one last sausage and I'll be saving that for the way back. Look, Henry, I'm fond of that beast, but you ought to keep him under control.
Wouldn't you swap it for something?
I might.
Can you switch to M5 Max permanently going forward or sticking with M3? I'm sticking with
I
M3
lost
Max.
it to him at dice, and if I go home without it, my old woman will send me right. If you can get it back, I'll be glad to give.
Well,
Tankard. What's Tankard? Is Tankard a guy? Ratty.
What did I do to
Come
you?
on, Conrad.
What?
Let's throw a few dice.
Tankard.
I see you've got dice set up. Want a game?
Sure. How's about spicing it up with a little wager?
I heard you won a ring off Oates. What about that?
Fortune favours the brave, lad. But if you lose, you'll pay for everything I order in the tavern in Trotsky. All right?
Oh my god, so complicated. Why is it so complicated?
My lucky day. I can feel it in my bones.
You know you can throw again, right?
I have no idea how to play this game.
No, that's as far as I go. Courage.
I'm assuming doing very badly.
That's enough for me. Your turn.
That's just great.
You can.
Nah.
Come on, Conrad.
Okay, I'm not doing this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start a new game so I can see the big intro sequence. The big set piece battle. So Hitman 3 is probably a game worth playing through crossover. So when you use game mode through Mac Gaming Fix, does it specify which app you want to actually apply the game mode to? Yeah, Hitman's Mac port sucks. It does. I don't understand why they still haven't fixed the texture issues yet. Yeah. Most of the feel difference is mainly for the customers. It's worth trying. Let's have a look at it. Can I get it to run? The game is already on it. It just says it's disabled.
You're not needed here. Go and help the others on the battlements. Godwin! Up there! Stop gawping and go and help them on the ramparts.
The show is enabled because it should. Game mode should show like the icon at the top. Okay.
Godwin! Up there! Godwin! Get over here to that crossbow and join the line.
Oh, this thing was game mode. Okay. It's already on. Where? Because normally it's saying local character the game is on.
Pour fire onto them! Don't stop!
Menu bar normally has a game with like a gamepad icon.
Get ready for another.
That's the game. I don't see that. I'll download it. Okay, let's block up. Xcode's still downloading. Xcode hasn't finished downloading. Give that a minute. Okay, so Xcode is installed, so sounds like someone's doing laundry in the background. No, I'm wandering in the kitchen. No, it's my wife walking on a treadmill right next to me. I don't want agentic coding. I think I might be getting the M5 Max Studio for gaming. Cool. There are many good reasons to get a Mac, but I don't think you should necessarily get one for gaming when you could build a pretty good PC for the price of a Mac Studio plus, so let's say, a Mac Mini with an A7 II or something. And it's more fun to tinker with games than it is to play them. I agree. That's probably my whole life is just tinkering. So I've got this mode turned on, and I've got game mode turned on. I'm not sure what that does exactly. I don't think it's shown in the HUD. I do have it shown here. But yeah, it's not shown in the HUD unless I... On a normal game, on the HUD, it will say game mode off or on. In terms of laptops, not too much of a bad deal anymore when you consider that a 5060 laptop costs 3,000 to 4,000. I don't think it costs 3,000 to 4,000 for 5060, does it? $1,300, $500. The best part of the MacBook is internet connectivity with other products. Yeah. Handover, the photograph synchronizing. That's a massive changer. AirPlay, AirDrop. Those are like really big reasons why you want to stick within the Apple ecosystem. Apple TV. Are you planning to be streaming tomorrow? Not at the moment, because I need to do a lot of editing for this video and others. Oh, and it's quite, so if you have money, it's great for volumes, yes. Oh, dude.
Now you're finished.
Ouch. What would you recommend this laptop? I'm not sure.
Now you're finished.
The game isn't working for you. I think we should check the cursor fix, yeah. I had a cursor fix issue with Poppy Playtime. And God, I was watching Max Tech and it was mentioned. Oh, okay, cool. I haven't seen that Max Tech. It's a very realistic view of what real medieval battles like terrifying. I'll have the effects that get built into crossover at some point. Everything looks so realistic. And got his hands on the CPU computer, yeah.
Dentist for tuna fucking you rat. Jesus. You're only supposed to deliver a message to Trotsky. The most adventure I was expecting was a fuck or two. It could be that it's off on your end, so I'm just going to turn it down a bit. It happens on my capture card when there's too much data being pushed through. Because we're going at 100 and we're going at 102 FPS.
Also, for Minecraft performance, you try Vulkan mod. Yeah, I did intend to do it. I kind of forgot. I guess we'll all be using Vulkan mod sooner or later once they're. Okay, I think that is going to be my stream for today. So it's part 2 of the stream. So 5 plus 2 is like 7 hours today I've done, I think. So I've got enough videos footage for my part 2 of my M5 Max video. And then I'll be moving back to the MacBook Neo and MacBook Air at some point very soon. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me on this stream today. Really appreciate everyone coming in, all the suggestions and everything. I'll be making a video very soon, 15 Mac games running on the Mac. Yeah. Well, let me just get this back up and running. Yeah, so hi Docky, welcome to the stream, but I'm just about to leave now. So thank you very much for all of the tips and everything and all of the we did try Trisec Troop, but didn't get too much working. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Right, bye everyone. See you later. Bye bye.